out. Nobody in there yet?
3.
3. Woo.
What? How was the trip?
It was alright.
Actually went pretty smooth aside from the hotel room,
Yeah.
Motel 6 in Amarillo and Lubbock. Those kind of sucked. So, what's going on?
No, making shish kebabs.
Shish kebabs with prawns. We got some spicy Italian sausages.
Oh, don't do that, jerk. Spraying Lolo for the Lolos.
Lola, what happened? What happened, girl?
She's all. Did he put a
He's all
freaking?
squirting with a
He
squirt
put a
bottle.
basket over the top of her last night. She sticks her little head out and she's all. Like a little weasel running around.
What a jerk.
It's like, I know. And Gordy did it to Gordo. Gordo's like, ah! He didn't like it.
Whoa, whole bunch of comments popped in here. Sorry. Let me take a look. How's the trips up? Hey, Selena.
What?
Hi. People waving. Place looks nice. Nice place. Thanks, Taylor.
Yeah. Thank you.
Milford, Connecticut. Michael, what's up? Daryl, what's up? Mr. Chips. Nice house. Warwick Joan. Good day.
Good day, mate. Put another.
We're gonna put another shrimp on the barbie. Right. What's up, Ben? Never stay at Motel 6. Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, we learned our lesson.
Are we still trucking? Yes, I did go out. Interesting story today. Well, okay, we moved in on Thursday, got kind of settled in on Friday. They asked me if I could go run over the weekend, and I said, all right, right back to work. So I went out. I got some video of it. I didn't shoot much video. I was kind of running around like chicken with my head cut off all weekend trying to figure out where to go and what to do. So I did take, each day was identical. I went from Shallow Water, Texas to Portales, New Mexico, then out to Pampa, Texas, back to Portales, and then back to Shallow Water. In total, just about 600 miles a day. Just hauling milk tankers. Pretty basic.
Basic bait.
Yep. Shrimp on the barbie. Did we buy a firearm yet? No. We're going to switch our licenses over. We went down today and got an inspection on the car so we could get it plated here. But the truck's in the shop.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to touch on. Ran 2 days, truck's in the shop. The AC went out, had to put a new compressor in it, recharge it. That was a nice $700 bill.
Yeah.
And now I got it over at Lubbock Truck Sales, the Freightliner dealer here in town. What's up, Queer?
What's up?
So it's over at the Freightliner dealership here in Lubbock because the fifth wheel broke and I have a knock sensor out. Oh yeah, it's prawns. Yeah. Nobody says shrimp and...
Put another prawn on the Barbie. It doesn't have the quite. It doesn't have the same ring.
Yeah, that Crocodile Dundee was full of shit, man. So you're broken down in Whitefield, Virginia. Lucky you. Yep, milk.
Does the body good.
Does my paycheck good too. Right?
Sure.
So we got the shish kebabs going on with the prawns. I got some chicken breasts thawing out. Gonna make some Italian. Get the they had them on sale, so gonna make some hot Italian sausages, some chicken, shish kebabs. Maybe grill up some more veggies or something.
I think there'll be plenty of food. Honestly,
Oh yeah. How do you like freedom?
I love it. I love it. I haven't worn a mask in a week.
Yeah, since we've been in Texas, I haven't even put one on.
Some stores you have to put them on.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Well, if it's a company thing, and I'm trying all the local old school beers. I got Pearl, Lone Star.
Yeah, they wear them, but that doesn't mean you have to.
Well, some stores like the Family Dollar,
Oh, really?
I think you have to. There's a sign on the door.
What should I drink?
Beer? Or beer? A hard one.
Fuck! Ass! Chuck it.
Almost got me.
Can you take it for a sec?
No?
Yeah.
I gotta get a beer, dude.
You just gotta hold it and talk.
I don't talk.
I'll just aim and
You
shoot.
just did. Dude, you were a goddamn motor mouth in that live feed the week before.
Yeah, you were. Talking about, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. Turn the goddamn machine gun mouth.
Yeah. Had to hush you up so it didn't get deleted.
So you see though, I picked up a 6-pack of Pearl. We're gonna try it out. Just went through a whole entire suitcase of Lone Star. Whoop. She's squirting on me. Yeah, I figured we'd check in though. See what's going on.
Yeah, we hadn't said hi in a minute.
You guys are going to eat all those?
Yep.
Yeah, true
It's
thing with
actually
the
not that much
cores, we've actually been keeping coolers in the house.
Yeah, because it's just shrimp. And then
We've got our other bigger cooler too. We had them parked over here with ice in them and just putting all the beer in them.
Do that, a couple hamburgers and those.
Where'd the cooler go? Oh, it's outside, huh?
he's making a fuck ton of chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got like half a dozen big old chicken breasts too. I'm gonna season those
We
up
don't
and
need no
everything.
hamburger tonight.
Okay.
Oh, we'll take you for a tour around the house a little bit, even though it was already in the other video. But this is the converted garage. Again, we've been going through stuff, putting it away. Got our water and soda and booze storage. So Dustin chills out here and plays video games. But it's all cool. Kitchen's nice and big. I really dig this big old countertop. Of course, couch,
Yeah,
TV.
it's great for activities.
It's great for activities, just like bunk beds.
Yeah, I think
Excuse me. So we got all of our, this is our junk room for a minute. Of course, this is the bathroom. And then Dustin's been setting up his room back here. We went out and bought a king size mattress. We got to get a box spring or, bed frame for it. But he put in these neon lights around it. Pretty cool. They turn like 5 different colors and stuff, and pretty sweet though. And in the front, gardener showed up, took out all the weeds, sprayed that green crap on it that keeps the weeds knocked down. You see the cars. What's up, dopes? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Lolo. So you can see it on the side over here too, though. Stuff, it's a suppressant for the weeds or whatever. Kills them off, I guess, or whatever. So kind of looks like grass. Good. Yeah, cool place up. Good neighborhood. Aside from getting the cops called on us the first day we were here. You see though? Nice long streets. It's a little windy today. But nice place. Got our little ant piles coming up through the concrete. Yeah. Where's the truck? It's in the shop. Let's go take a look at the backyard. You got the grill going, right?
Yeah. Shoot on though.
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up.
Already.
Well, you can see though, cleaned up the backyard pretty good. Dogs have been out here getting used to it. Got this little garden hose. He's got the misters all hooked up. Shed. Yeah, they got stuff in the shed too, don't they?
Yeah, I put stuff in the shed.
There's chandelier out here. Some mud junk. Tools, whatever. Yeah, the piece for the bumper that I bought, but never used because it was the wrong side. It shipped me the wrong one. Yeah, now it's a thing. We gotta go out and acquire stuff just to fill this joint up. It's too damn big.
Well, on my appointment thing too, it shows how much I have, and then
How much is available?
yeah.
So, what's up, Joe? What are you doing? What's going on? Joe. So yeah, everything's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I mean, got the house in order quick.
Went out and ran 2 days, about 1,100 miles. Pocketed about 1,100 bucks
Spent it
for 2 days.
on a new air conditioner.
Yeah, immediately spent it in repairs on the truck.
Hey man, at least you got out and running right away to get it fixed.
Well, they've got, yeah, they've got my stickers in. That's what the chick from the office just called.
Cassandra chick.
No, it was Michelle. That she just called, said my stickers are done. They're just waiting on permits and whatever to get over.
And then your plates.
And my plates, yeah, they got them ordered and everything's cool. It may take a minute to get the plate.
Yeah, you'll have your cab card. They'll send that right away.
Yeah, I'll have a copy of the cab card, so no big deal. And I will have my New Mexico permit, so it should be in the system, or they may pull me in the first time to put it in the system so they know who I am.
Yeah.
And I got a new truck number.
Yay! Yes. Hate that truck number.
How long do you just have to sit for? A couple days for
What?
the tips for the.
Oh, I don't know.
Huh?
To soak those tips in the vinegar, how long does that take?
Just leave them overnight. Yeah, the misters were plugged up, calcified or whatever. They got
Like 2 of them worked.
two, yeah. So we pulled all the tips out and put them in a cup of vinegar. Guess we'll leave them in there for a day or two, let that vinegar eat away the calcified water. See that? Little plug right there or whatever. You said only 2 of them were working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's soaking in that cup right there.
There's 6 of them. I just put them all in there.
Yeah. Might as well. Cool, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's been good in Texas so far. We're liking it. It's been an easy transition as far as getting the cars registered down here. It's a little bit of runaround, but all in all, it's easy. Not a big deal. Oh. What's up, boy? But as time goes on, what's the new truck number? 420?
42069.
What was it?
24/7.
660 something something, I forget. New division, new truck number. Nice BMW, thank you. It's a 550i M package. So basically it's got the, so get your butt out of the way, huh? It's a 550i M, which has got the M package, but it's not a technical M5. It's got all the guts of an M5. Motor, gears, everything. Just doesn't have flared out fenders and the emblems and all that kind of stuff. This is the story of why the cops were called on your first day there. What story? Well, let's hear. So we were just moving in here. Let me turn this thing around.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, just sit it there. Oh.
Dope.
Yo, yo, yo.
Can anybody hear that fan? Is it knocking too much?
I could lower it one.
Yeah. He just went to touch it and he quit knocking. It's like,
I just got a blade off balance or needs to be
yeah, you
tightened
gotta
up.
figure out which one and tape a penny to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
So are you gonna
Turn it off.
Oh. So the story of the cop showing up while we were actually moving in. We literally just finished emptying out the U-Haul truck. And 5 minutes later, I look out the front window and I'm like, who's that walking up? I thought it might have been the cable guy. It was a Lubbock police officer walking up. Immediately walked over, opened the door. Hi, how you doing? He's like, hey, got a call that some people around the house or whatever. Yeah, we're just moving in and blah, blah. And
Yeah,
he's like, well, we got a call from somebody here in the neighborhood that said this house is supposed to be vacant.
yeah, it had a for rent sign outside. We're moving in on the 1st. Now the sign is not out front.
And you see multiple people walking around unloading a U-Haul. Obviously, we're not
add
trying
it
to be
together.
shady about anything. Like I said, if we were trying to squat at this house, we would have been sneaking in here with like a blanket, a 12-pack of beer, and some meth in the middle of the night. You know?
Yeah, not a whole moving van camped out front for 2 days. I mean, luckily that, they didn't call when we were over at the motel. Hey, Dust, while you're up, can you give me a beer?
No.
Thanks.
Yeah, sensuous. It's a worldwide thing. Sensuous. Give me a beer.
Yeah. Yeah, even in Texas, you get nosy neighbors. I mean,
It plays both ways.
a little bit of nosy is okay. At least they know if a house is supposed to be occupied or what car is supposed to be in the driveway. So if something's not right, at least somebody's paying attention.
Well, that's exactly. Most have a Karen in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's exactly what my safety manager guy. I went over to have a sit down with him and talk to him for a while, and he was like, I told him the story. Like, yeah, we already got the cops called on. I said, he's like, oh man, you got a fucking Karen in your neighborhood? Oh shit. Here's the safety manager guy. He's super cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go keep lining these up. Yeah, I found Pearl, but it was like $9 for a 6-pack. I go, I'll try it once, and then I'll go back to Coors or Lone Star.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Never heard of Pearl? You ever listen to Merle Haggard?
David Allen Coe.
Oh, David Allen Cole. Whatever, sorry. Same thing. I mean, not really.
No, Pearl's just an old Texas beer. They got them in these skinny cans and shit, so I imagine somebody bought it out. It's not the Pearl that it once was, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
I just trying it out because, I always do that thing. Wherever I go, I try to do the local experience.
Right, yeah.
I want to go to
the
local
lost-
restaurants. I don't want to go to Lubbock and eat at McDonald's. I want to go to Lubbock and eat at a Lubbock cafe.
Yeah, and we did.
I want to go to Texas. I'll drink Texas beer. If I go to Mexico, I don't go to Mexico and order a goddamn Budweiser.
No, get
You know
a
what I
Corona.
mean? Get a Corona or a Sol or a Pacifico or a Dos Equis or a whatever. It's just
Tecate.
Tecate. I don't go there and get a Canadian beer.
Yeah. This guy's. Have you found your food spot yet? Barbecue? No, we found a little cafe for some breakfast here. But
Well, I was working all weekend too, so we didn't get out and about and go eat anywhere. So
yeah, we've just been eating at home.
If we ever needed one. $20.
Is it a blower?
Yeah, $20.
Sweet.
Corded.
Well, now if we buy a shop vac, here's the other thing: like buy a shop vac,
Yeah.
typically has a detachable head on it. You can put a hose on it, and it's a blower too.
Yeah.
So if we get a shop vac that has a detachable motor on it.
Well, I was thinking for out
also-
here.
Yeah, it's also a blower.
Yeah.
So you can use shop vac for stuff that you can't get to,
Yeah.
and suck all that up, turn around, pull the unit right off the top of the shop vac,
Yeah.
and take one of the hard pipes on it,
Yeah.
and You take the hard pipe, right? So and shove that on. You can just sit out here and blow with it.
I'm so glad I found out about Landstar from you guys. I got my own trailer and hired my friend, and I'm grossing $70K a month. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
$76K a month
Yeah. I mean,
off of 2 trucks.
I don't know, but we were making.
We were making, well, just the one truck and us running together. Our contract with the CHI garage doors was $42,000 a month,
Yeah.
and we pocketed about $24,000 a month. I mean, it was stupid money.
Yeah.
For a while.
Got us through the
Got us through
pandemic.
got us through COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the savings we had and all the downtime we had definitely
Ate it
paid
up.
off.
Well, we
Yeah,
bought
ate up
another.
a lot of money though, but
Bought
we-
a car and a truck and bought a car for when I worked at the post office and bought a new truck and I mean,
Or a Ranger.
yeah,
bought
bought
Ranger.
Brent a Ranger
Yeah,
that never
bought him a
went
pickup.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I hate to ask business, but
Hold on.
what's a good weekly gross for an owner op? Realistically, I can't get more than 3,400. My bills all in are 2,080 a week, so I'm not crying, but I'm not 76K a month.
Right. Yeah.
No, I would say, and there's
Yes,
see,
we're
like
in Lubbock.
people, if you found out what I was doing, you'd probably be ripping on me, like, going, "Oh man, how can you do that?" But there's different phases to being an owner op. If you want to be contracted to a carrier, if you want to be on your own, I mean,
If
you
you
have to
wanna be
figure out what
home.
works for you. If you want to be home, if you want to be on the road all the time, if you want to run line haul, hazmat, whatever, dry van, reefer, tankers, flatbed, whatever. You have to figure out what you want and then figure out where you fit into that mix. What I'm doing right now, it's not the best rate, and I know that. It's like I could go out on the road. Gordo, what are you eating? He's eating a shit?
No, he's eating grass.
Oh, he's eating weeds.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
He thought I'm eating my lettuce.
Anyway, being an owner op, it's all what you want to do. That's the whole benefit of being an owner op. Now, like me,
If you went and looked at it.
the rate is low. It's about I'll talk shop here, and everybody will rip, "Oh man, you suck." Hauling these milk tankers, I'm getting about $1.40 a mile right now. All right, $1.40, not much.
Home every night though.
But take into consideration, we used to be making about $2 a mile while we were at Landstar. Our average, on all the stuff we were doing was about $2 a mile. Now I know rates right now, since middle of last year up to now, have been banging. Now, if you want to run load boards, cool. If you want to run for a contract to a carrier, truckers coach Jason Pote, he made a good point of this when we were at Landstar, that there's 2 ways you can go about it pretty much. You can either chase miles because you're on a contracted rate, like I'm getting $1.40 a mile for all miles. If I run empty, bobtail, loaded, whatever. But I'm home every night. The overhead I have is just my truck. I don't pay for liability insurance. I don't pay for permits. I don't pay for tolls. I don't pay for scales. Nothing. It's all covered by the company. Trailer maintenance, I don't have to pay for trailers. I don't have to pay for Qualcomm. I don't have to pay for anything. I'm clearing, and you check anybody else's stuff that's out there running and they own their own trailer, they're paying all their own insurance, they got a fleet card, like an Ambest card, they got their own authority, and they got a fuel card from Ambest that they're getting 15 cents off a gallon or something like that, and they're paying all their overhead, and see where their average comes in too. That's the other thing to consider. Like I said, rates have been, there's a lot of swingers in Lubbock. Hey, happy birthday. Gonna get you a swing.
No. You mean a swing set in the backyard, maybe?
A swing set.
It's all the swinging going
Put
on
a
around
sex swing in my bedroom.
The kids over here all, ugh.
Don't want to hear about mom. Don't want to hear about mom. Don't want to hear about mom. La 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 la. Earmuffs, earmuffs. Right?
But yeah, after you take in the cost of your truck and everything else, it's like how much are you really
Well, and
bringing home?
everybody wants to set their own mark, and we went out and banged out a lot of money for a while, for the past couple of years, and we did really well. you know, but it took away from a lot of other stuff. So you gotta look at
What's important to you?
what's important to you, quality of life issues, home and work balance and all that kind of stuff. And what's up, Tommy? We're good. Glad you made it safe. Maybe one day I'll see you.
Yeah.
My company delivers all the time to
Yeah.
Purina.
Let me turn
Cool.
back on in a minute.
Yeah, the milk tanker thing though, like what I'm doing, I get $1.40 a mile after I pay for fuel. I got 3 things a week I gotta cover. Fuel, my workers' comp insurance, which is only $26, and the truck payment, and my own unladen liability insurance, which is $200 a month. My truck payment per week, my truck payment with insurance is about $280, $278. So I got $278 a week for my truck payment. I pay the occupational accident insurance, which is $26, and my fuel, and that's it. I'm clearing right now now if I can find cheaper fuel prices, I clear even more, which that's another thing. I gotta look out for my fuel prices, but I'm clearing $1 or more per mile to my pocket. So if you go out and run 3,000 miles a week, I make roughly 3,000 or more to my pocket after the business is paid for. I bring home 3,000 a week or better. So,
Yep, still got the white fruit
yep,
sugar.
still got the white Freightliner. Although I can see the benefit out here on these long roads at 75 miles an hour. If I were to get a truck,
Someone said bless you.
if I were to go get a hood, they had longer legs on it with an 18 speed and a lower gear ratio. I could be out here blasting because my truck kind of taps out about 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's a little heavy, a little sloshy.
yeah. And the loads are averaging about 50,000 pounds. So I'm coming in around 70,000 plus on a tanker load, you know. Me.
But
Yeah.
like what, like 60% of your miles you're driving are empty though? Empty or bobtail?
Yeah, the way it looks. A lot of times I'll be either bobtailing, living in Lubbock, from the yard in shallow water, I'll be bobtailing either over to Portales, New Mexico, or out to Pampa, Texas, where they have big dairies out there. And I'll go and either pick up an empty or pick up a loaded one or whatever and take it. Like, it looks like the main lines I'll be running are out of Lubbock, Portales, and over to Pampa. So this triangle kind of thing, you know, but mainly the loads they're coming loaded out of Pampa, Texas, and you run them down to Portales and drop them, grab an empty and go back to Pampa, bring them to loader. It's just a line haul, Highway 60 the whole way. And if you get out and really crank it, if you can bust out serious speed all day, you can do 2 loads a day in the 728 miles a day. So, you know, there's good money to be made, decent and consistent. That's the other thing about being an owner op. You can work off load boards and sit around for days at a time trying to find the perfect load, or you can be consistent and keep those wheels turning and just keep on.
I guess another thing we could consider, if that's like a kind of thing that goes, you know, if it would be more advantageous for me to get back on the truck and do two or three turns a day instead of me getting a job. Which
Well, I mean,
one
the
would
money
make more?
would be all right, but if we want some health insurance and everything.
Well,
too.
yeah. I mean, maybe if I can't find a job with health insurance, you know, maybe money-wise, it might make more money to do that.
Slip number?
I ain't going and doing that shit.
Why?
Because installing beds and it's going in creepy people's houses.
So?
I'm a chick, yo. Not happening.
God damn, what the fuck is up with these beers? Every single one.
Every one of them.
Every single one's blown up. Well, we're outside now, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
I gotta mop that up. Put the dog up here. Let her lick it up. Right, girl? Want some beer?
Yeah, it's like you go out and you can make $4 or $5 a mile, but are you doing that every single day for, you know, however many miles every single day? You know, and how many days you sitting around when you average out your miles per the days of the week, you know, how much are you really
Well,
making per mile?
We've had our own periods of time where we ran open load boards, and it sucked.
Yeah.
We had no consistency. Money was way up and down every week. And
Yeah, 1 week it was a lot, 1 week it was nothing.
yeah, so I
1
mean,
week was a little
overall,
bit.
kind of averaged out the same as just being on a consistent run with a set rate. Like I said, trucker's coach, Jason Pope, he made a good point of that one time in one of his videos that he's like, you can go about it one or the other. You can go out and chase the miles where he's on a contracted rate. When he drove for Crete, he got a set rate and he just went out and had to turn miles, and he knew the more miles he turned, the more money he made. The same thing applies when you're out on load boards though, but then you gotta sit there and think all your deadhead time, sitting around looking for loads, all these things. And then after you sit around a day or two looking for a load, sometimes you're desperate to go find the highest rate possible because now I've lost so much money this week because I've only run one load or something like that. So it all kind of comes out in the wash, you know. Some guys prefer to go out and run load boards and just float. I've said this too. I actually prefer consistency.
Yeah.
I like having my set thing every day and being able to go out and turn that money and still make double or triple the money of a company driver. So that's kind of where I'm at.
So
He's on it. I think we'll definitely have to move this table a little bit more because it'd be hard, you know, whoever's in here gets stuck in there.
Sounds like your problem. We got outside chairs.
What else were we talking about though? Oh, the cop coming to the house. And then 2 other units rolled up out front like we were squatters and they were gonna have to arrest us or something like that.
Yeah, so if you're lost, rewind 20 minutes and we'll
Alright.
pick up on that story.
Squirrel.
Yeah, Traveloka was spot market, yeah.
Yeah, and it sucked.
It sucked. I mean, other than, you know, our FedEx contract and the CHI contract, all the time running out there, you know, it's just, we never really made decent money and not consistent money. It was just those 2 that really did it for us.
Yep. That's when we banked all of our cash, was when we got on consistent
Yeah.
contracts.
And then when we were up in Champaign and he got on with them up there, you know, that was consistent, and so we
It's
actually
all right,
started.
but over the course of the winter though, we were constantly losing money.
Yeah, well, that was due to
Maintenance on the truck.
yeah.
Work was a little bit slow here and there, stuff like that. So, yeah, while we were up in Champaign, we noticed our bank account just
Little bit.
gradually going down all the time. So, Traveloka is not recommended. I wouldn't.
No,
No, I don't.
no,
I mean, if you want to get dispatched from Pakistan,
yeah. Find you very good deal.
I find a great load, my friend. I can find you a great load. Anytime you call a
Great
broker, I have to deal with somebody who says, and they got a Middle Eastern
Very good
accent.
deal.
A very good load for you, my friend. Very good load, or Russian. Hang up and just no thanks.
Have you already showed the house? Yeah, but he can go show you again real quick. Jason, Crafty.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah.
You guys ain't making videos no more.
I
What's
know.
up?
What's up, man?
What's up with that? Let's go take a look at the house real quick. I'll show you.
Yeah.
We are in Lubbock, Texas. Where do they live? And we're on Waco.
Yeah, Waco. Yeah, so if you're
Let's take a look.
If you're ever through Lubbock, we got a couple extra rooms.
Yeah, if you guys want to come to Lubbock, we got some extra space. If you want to come over and stay over. So here's the backyard. Nothing special. Just running around taking a dump. You gonna pee on something? No? It's got some backyard. There's an alleyway, and back here where dumpsters are at. So the trash. You can kind of see. Here we got the alleyway, fence line, next house. I want to find out who called the cops on us, but
It don't matter.
They
It
just-
was no biggie.
nah.
They weren't even bugging us about the truck or nothing.
Nope. So here's the kitchen. We got shish kebabs waiting, sausages, and some chicken breasts. Gonna throw on the grill in a little bit. That's like kind of our catch-all countertop right now. We got a washer and dryer over there. This is the converted room. It used to be the garage, but they converted it, so it's cool. Got our stuff out here we got to go through still. This is just all clothes, blankets, anything soft we can put in trash bags to move out here. This is where Dustin, of course, he drinks. So you pick up your beer cans, you lazy. But they just got all the stuff out here to game and everything. And then,
Gotta make sure you didn't show the basement earlier.
oh, I didn't show the basement.
Yeah, we got a basement.
Yeah, so living room, 80-inch TV. We got speakers in the ceiling, plumb through. We've been playing music. We can't do it on the live feed, of course. This is like the dining area, but we just got an ice chest. Yeah, nobody saw the basement earlier, though. It's going down there.
Brent was gonna stay down there.
Yeah, Brent was going to make this his room, but he got down here and it smelled too much like a basement. He said he couldn't breathe. So,
It does, it smells like dirt.
yeah, it's stagnant down here. I mean, basements always smell that way. God damn it. There it is. So the basement, though, you can see. We threw empty boxes down here and stuff for a minute. And it's got the closet. Closet's cool. It's like one underneath the stairway, so it has like that little hiding place in it. You know, like if we had young kids running around the house, they'd love it down here. So there's that. We're gonna get all this cleaned up though. You know, I even saw online on Craigslist $250 for a full like oak bar. You know, and I thought, oh, a bar down here would be sweet or something like that, and you can hang out, put a TV, watch some sports. What are you doing, girl? Want to come down? Come here. Come on. Yeah. Come on down, boy. Yeah. Good job, fat ass. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on.
They're like, nope, where's mom?
Well, no, that's good. Stinks down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just musty smelling. You know, moisture buildup. You know what it actually smells like is wet. It smells like wet dirt.
Yeah, it smells like wet dirt.
All right, so there's that part. Then you come over here, the other side of the house. Of course, the front door. Front's decent, nice neighborhood. The tree's dead. They're gonna pull that thing out. There's cars. You can see it though. Good neighborhood. It's cool. It's nice. This big house down here instead of living in an apartment now.
Show off bedrooms. Dustin's on making sure his lights are on.
I already showed that earlier too. We'll take another look. Here's the front room. Yeah, we're gonna probably move a lot of this stuff out to the garage room.
Yeah, so that we have an
We
actual
just,
spare
yeah,
bedroom.
the day we were moving in, we just shoved it all in here for now. So we'll get to that. It's got a closet over here and stuff.
And then bathroom, just past the bathroom.
And there's a bathroom. Brent's got his little cave room. What's up?
No.
And Dustin's room, he's so proud of.
So he's all proud of this. So he put up a little string of lights in here and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
We changed colors.
They put on the red lights. You might attract some ladies from the neighborhood, from the barrio. It's pretty sweet though. We went out and got a new mattress though. King size. Yeah.
Show the legs. Oh, you just had him strobing.
Ooh. Stop it. You're gonna make me stroke out.
And then we got this.
And here's the other door. It comes right back out on the patio.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, sweet house though. If we actually get very comfortable here, maybe we'll make an offer on it one day. I don't know.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah,
I can
sweet
see us
house.
staying here forever.
Forever and ever and forever and ever.
Gordo likes it.
Yeah,
He's all-
they're digging it. They're running.
Oh,
Oh,
need to rest my dogs walking around the house for a little bit.
oh man, I'm so tired. Oh my god.
That sheet cleaner actually really fucking worked.
Good. That like zoom in.
Thought it was kind of. I couldn't tell. I don't know what the hell's over that thing.
I
That's dumb now.
What'd you do? So zoomed in. Jesus Christ.
I guess that's all it is. Oh, well.
Jesus Christ, this thing. Trying to get the zoom better.
Yeah. Oh well. That's fine. Yeah, we scored big on this house. Yep.
God, I'm driving around the past couple days. I had the windows down because my AC was out. My ears are blown out. It's like I'm totally just screwed up.
Just like your butthole, doesn't it?
My butthole's all blown out.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you and Heather ever come out, Jason, we got an extra room.
Hey, you guys come out and hang out.
Yeah.
No, and actually going around Lubbock now. Lubbock's a really nice town.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, people say, Lubbock, brr.
That's
You know?
sketch. Well, not so far.
No, it's been really nice. Everybody here is real nice. People are super cool. Going out to the yard with the company that I'm driving for. Everybody's super nice. I gotta admit, I kind of dig my safety manager. He's not one of these button-up guys. He used to be a driver, and now he's a safety manager. And he says when the company comes down on him about these drivers and whatever, and he's like, dude, take a chill pill, all right? Like he just says it.
Yeah,
That
actually,
he's even an outcast in the company as far as being a safety manager.
Yeah.
That they don't like his opinions on things. Oh, dude, I was a driver, man. You can't bag on these dudes because of this or that or whatever. It's like it's such finite crap. You know, don't bug these dudes. Oh, look, Gordo is on the rocks.
Mhm.
He's on the rocks.
Oh wow.
He's the one games.
What a goof.
What you doing, boy?
Dickhead. Huh?
There now it went back to normal.
Did
It
it
is.
fill up that water fountain and fucking plug it in?
No,
What's your fatso?
Why?
because it's just more money we gotta spend. Someone asked how a nice place. How much is rent?
That is the one downer to this whole deal. People will be like, oh my God. And we kept trying to go for other houses that were cheaper. And this place was just sitting here for a reason, I'm sure, the cost.
Yeah, the cost. Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot more than I like to pay in rent, but it got us down here. And with the, you just totally fucking donkey punched me in my nuts, man.
Lunged off the nut pad. Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, the rent is extreme. It's $2,200 a month.
Yeah.
It's like, woof.
One thing we
But-
noticed around here though, if you get over just like 2-3 bedrooms, then the rent really goes up because they got 3 major colleges here, and a lot of people rent out a big old house like this, and you know somebody pays rent for each bedroom.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, being that it has 5 rooms, if you got 5 people here, you're looking at less than $500 a month in rent. And it's warm outside.
Yeah, it's in the 70s out today.
It's a nice day.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And I got my AC fixed, so I don't have to worry about that anymore because it's going to be in the 90s pretty quick.
There's a whole bunch of shit just popped by. That studio apartment in SoCal for
Yeah, it's a
22
studio apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bachelor pad.
You got to do the whole cost benefit analysis on buying in the inflated market versus renting in long term. Well, here actually, if we wanted to buy a house, it's still affordable.
Yeah, very affordable.
Yeah,
You
we
can get a
could-
standard 3-bed, 2-bath track house
For
here for
like-
like $170.
Yeah,
It's like not even, prices are totally reasonable. And like I said, if I'm clearing 3,000 plus a week as income, taking in 12 grand a month, you know, it's
yeah,
doing just fine.
yeah. Dustin pays rent, so that helps.
Did you pay rent already?
No, he
No,
asked
no.
if he could start paying next
Yeah,
month.
let me know when that happens.
I was just gonna do 100 a week.
He's gonna pay us $20 $20 here and $20 there.
Yeah, right.
I gave you $400 last month.
Yeah, strung out and $1 to $2 a day.
Yeah. And I deducted every time I got you guys fast food and bought beer.
Yeah, the beer bill alone was like fucking $300 for the whole month.
So I only gotta give you what, like $100?
I ain't worried about it. It's what I'm here for.
Now I'm just glad that everybody's living with us now, so that it, it makes a house like this useful.
Worthwhile.
Yeah.
We're all using it. We're all taking up the space here. If it was just you and me, a little
Yeah.
apartment would be just fine. But yeah, this house is cool.
I would have liked to just get like a little house, because True living in an apartment again.
Yeah, and living in the house
Little
is
2-bedroom
nicer.
house.
Make a little bit more noise. You're a little bit more separated from everybody, which is nice. Having a little bit more privacy and everything. You're not hearing the rhinos upstairs from us in Champaign clomping around at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, people.
And when the dog's gotta go pee, you don't have to get fully dressed and take them for a 20-minute walk. You just open up the back door and say, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and they'll come back when they're ready.
Yeah.
They go out and drop a couple of Tootsie Rolls around the yard. And
Yeah, right now the weather's so nice, like I wake up in the morning and I just open the back door and then poof, they come out. Leave the door cracked all day.
what's up, Carl? What are you doing? What's going on? Yeah, I think they're digging the backyard too. They like having, they're off the leash. They're able to run around and do their thing. Go in the house, go back out. Everything. The weather's nice right now, so we can leave the door open. I mean, everything's super nice.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
so nice. We don't even, and the house is so, it's really well insulated. We don't even have to run the AC.
No. Nice at night.
Yeah, it gets a little stuffy sometimes if the heat if it gets up into the high 70s and 80s during the day, but turn on some fans and don't even need the AC yet. It's kind of nice.
I'm good. I'm cool. That's a Joe Dirt clip. When Kid Rock pulls up in his Trans Am or whatever, Camaro, and blasts Joe Dirt with all the dirt and the dust. He's like, oh, did I get you dirt? And he's like, no, I'm cool. I'm like, no, you're not. Great line.
Love having to be part of the show. She's all propped up on my leg just so she can be in the video.
She just wants to be seen. She's hoping to catch like a Tinder date or something like that. See, look at her face, just looking right at it. She's like, hey boys, what's up?
You can give them haircuts tomorrow, maybe.
They were gonna shave them too. The weather's gonna be warm enough now that we can shave them. They'll be comfortable. We left them growing out all winter because there was the
So
snow
cold, yeah.
up in Illinois. It was just freezing ass up there.
But yeah, they got about 6 months here till they need to grow it out again. It still get cold here, but I was reading the thing. It says they get about 7 inches of snow here,
Yeah, as opposed to
20 something inches.
30 inches of snow in Illinois. So big difference. Now it gets, this is like being in the high plains is kind of like Vegas in a way too. It gets cold.
Yeah, cold and windy.
Cold, windy, biting cold, and stuff like that. But,
Ice roads.
and eventually, yeah, occasionally you do get some snow or freezing rain or something like that. But overall, it's not going to be anything like it was up in Champaign. So.
No.
Which means we're not going to be as popular on videos because we won't have all the snow stories to tell every day.
Oh well.
And the negative temperatures and all that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. So how do you like Texas, though?
I love Texas.
Are you liking it?
Cool.
You liking it?
Yep.
Dude, we made a joke too. Drive down the street and see how many times you can say truck before it doesn't sound like a word anymore.
Pickup.
Pickup, pickup.
How many
Pickup,
people drive
pickup.
pickups here as opposed to other cars? I'd say at least 50% or better of everybody here drives pickups.
Yeah, and then
And
like,
they're nice.
well,
And they're
then,
nice too. They got jacked up pickups and
like
everything.
big SEMA quality freaking pickups.
Yeah.
We've seen a whole bunch of those. And then I'd say of the other 50% of cars, like, I don't know, a good 25% of that is all SUVs. And then like
Yeah,
25%.
Suburbans, Tahoes,
Yeah, and then the other 25% is just cars.
regular dicks with cars. And,
Yeah, like us.
yeah,
For
like
now.
us for now.
If I have my way, I'm gonna have a giant fucking pickup in the driveway again. One day.
One day. One day down the road after we get all set up.
Yeah. Not today. But someday.
There's dogs barking in the distance. Gordo's all out there. Just
With his hair blowing in.
Yeah.
the wind.
Yeah, with his hair blown in.
on GQ. He's
All
all
looking like freaking Fabio and shit out
little
there.
Dapper Dan out there. Hair all blown.
Talking about, I can't believe it's not butter. It was Fabio that did those, right?
For a while.
Yeah, for a while, yeah.
For a little bit. Oh, he's gonna piss on something? No? Thought, nah, I already pissed there. I don't need to piss there again.
Now I'm just glad, we were sitting out front of the house forever waiting to get our keys, and we were walking around the yard and peeking through the windows, and so we noticed a whole bunch of stuff with the yard was all screwed up. The last people here didn't clean it up or take care of it or anything, and so we told them when we picked up the keys, and they sent landscapers over right away and cleaned up the yard, and
Yeah, which was cool. I mean, we would have done it.
yeah.
Because somebody made a comment too, like, oh, you got a couple of kids to do that or something like that. It's like, hey man, they were willing to send a landscaping crew over here and do it. It's like, cool.
Yeah, like
Because we don't have any lawn care stuff yet.
no,
So
yeah.
we don't have a
We got a
mower,
hose.
we don't have a weed whacker.
Yeah, we bought a hose and a
Yeah, we
sprayer.
bought a hose.
We need to get some seed and fertilizer.
And for the size of this grass back here, we could easily take care of this with a weed whacker. We don't need to buy a mower. We could get a weed whacker.
And one of those sprayers that goes like this, because the sprinkler system doesn't appear to work back here.
Yeah, if we get a little Rainbird sprinkler thing to get back here and just put a little water on the grass, and it'll probably fill back in some. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
But we could easily take a weed whacker and just buzz through this in like 20 minutes, like no problem. Of course, we got to get that tree taken out in the front
Well, if the owners,
if they want to do it.
yeah, the landscapers guys were saying, ugh, you know, the tree's about 80% dead, but the cost of having it removed, that they may just have them trim
they
off
said-
the dead ends.
Yeah, they said if they were to do it, they were going to cut it off at the stump, like right down to the ground. So it's just the roots in the ground
Oh,
still,
yeah,
but it's dead, so it doesn't matter. If you want to pull that stump out, I mean,
that's pricey.
that's pricey. That's really the cost of it, is when you got to take the stump out. So
But it's firewood.
if they come and pull that tree, we'll cut that shit up. We'll
Yeah.
keep it. We'll put a fire pit out here. We'll have wood for days. Whole entire tree, split all those up with some decent little logs.
Yeah.
We'll have some good burning wood. What's the matter, girl? Why are you crying? Why's your eyeball all wet? Huh? I'm sure being back down here. Actually, the humidity was pretty good. It was like 75% today. So the humidity's good down here. It's not super dried out like the desert.
I mean, it's early in the season. It could get worse later, but the water's a little dry here. Harder
Harder water.
Harder water, yeah.
Yeah, Lubbock, I was looking up different consensus stuff, and Lubbock water is not known for being good water.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was Googling a bunch of stuff on Lubbock, and one of the things to click on was, why does Lubbock water taste so bad?
I mean, I'm not picky. I've been drinking it right out of the tap.
Yeah,
I don't think it's bad. It has nothing to it.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste like you're drinking bottled water, but
yeah.
it's fine.
Oh, wow. I
Good
guess,
shit. Look.
yeah, no, we haven't had any comments forever. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, wrap around, chain around, pull it out with your truck. Yeah, I mean, I know things to do with stumps too, to break up the roots some too, is you got to drill that stump, and you can pour some diesel in it and let it smolder, you know, and get rid of it, break it down, and then you can pull the roots out a lot easier. But, you know.
What's owner operator look like in Vegas? Looks like he's sitting on the couch a
You
lot.
wanna grab me one?
Yeah, me too. Oh, Jason said they will drop in sometime for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah. How's the truck running? Well, it's in the shop right now. Sorry, I don't know what happened with the comments. They weren't popping up. Do you have a place off street to park your truck? No, we park it at the yard. And when the cops did come the other day, he asked him about the truck, if it was a big deal. And they're like, oh, what truck? And then we're like, oh, it's parked around the corner right now because we had the U-Haul in the driveway. And they said that it's city ordinance that you're not supposed to park in,
Commercial vehicles on residential streets.
yeah,
But then I saw a guy,
just a
With
few
the-
blocks over.
well, no, right down over here on the main drag right there where I have the truck parked too. I saw a guy with a drive-in and a Peterbilt. He was parked there.
Oh,
And he had his Peterbilt parked right in front of his house on the street over there too another day. So
yeah.
if they enforce it or not, I don't know. But I can keep the truck at the yard and that's fine.
Yeah.
And it's out in Shallow Water, which is just a small town and nobody's messing with anything out there. If I leave it parked out here, why take the chance? One, on possibly getting a ticket or getting towed
Right, yeah.
when I can just leave it at the yard and it's fine, Because two, I'm about 18 miles from the yard. If I start out here, that starts my clock. And why start my clock early when I can drive the car out to the yard and then start my clock
Yeah.
out there fresh. So
What are we doing tomorrow? Why? Why, Charlie? Why do you want to know what we're doing tomorrow? I mean, we didn't have any plans. Oh, we're gonna go register the car tomorrow.
we're gonna register the cars, bump around, probably do a couple other things, but because the truck's in the shop and that's probably gonna take a day or two at this point I gotta get the fifth wheel redone, and there's a knock sensor code popping up on the
Yeah.
truck now. So I'm looking at probably at least today and tomorrow of downtime, if not more.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
at
we
the
won't have an
Freightliner
estimate till
dealer, so,
tomorrow.
yeah, we'll get an estimate and everything by tomorrow. And then when they do he was saying it has to go to 2 different mechanics. For the fifth wheel, it's going over to one shop. And then to do the diagnostic and clear the code and maybe replace the knock sensor, it's gotta go to another guy. So it's gonna have to move around in their shop. So that, and when you're dealing with a dealership, it's gonna take a little bit, so I'm like, whatever. But I did take it out to a repair place out here northwest of town on the 84 Ponderosa truck repair. They redid the AC today, but he wasn't gonna screw the fifth wheel and he had no software to mess with the code I was getting, so I just called.
But he did do us a
Freightliner.
solid with the AC though.
Yeah, he fixed it in just a matter of a few hours. He went and got the new compressor, recharged it and everything is fine. And I
Well,
drove it
'cause-
from out there down to the Freightliner dealership here, and it was blowing ice cold and everything was good. So
Well, because didn't he say it was just the fan clutch that was bad, really? But
yeah, I've been putting a whole new compressor unit in it, just cleared it all up, and now you're totally good to go. I was like, cool, no worries, man. Because I'm,
yeah,
like I
there were
said,
some cool old dudes there.
yeah, they were just like a bunch of good old boys running this shop. And the shop is more of just an old,
You do a lot of pickups.
they're just doing a lot of old wrenching. They don't have all the new shit. They're just old wrench mechanics. And
Now maybe if we had like an old KW or
if I had an
something,
old hood truck,
it
I
might be
could
able.
take it to them for a lot of stuff. But
Yeah.
he just didn't have the software and everything. He's like, but I'll fix all this other stuff. Well, cool. So anything DPF or emissions or whatever, I'll probably have to go to the dealership or find another shop here in town. But if I just need stuff to be bolted on or fixed or whatever in a general sense,
Yeah. Like an
brakes,
alternator or something.
suspension, anything like that, they'll do it there. And his shop rate is $100 an hour, so not bad. Now that was on my mind, just go buy the hood, right?
Maybe after a while.
Give it a little time. Give me a little time, because I'm still gonna have this Freightliner
Yeah.
that right here at Lubbock, or I was already thinking I'm always turning in my head.
Dustin, he is talking
give-
about wanting to be a mechanic, so
Yeah,
if he's a diesel mechanic, well,
all the better. Actually, take your ass right over to the Freightliner and try and get a job as a gopher and start out, and then you can learn.
Yeah, and then they'll send you through their mechanic school.
And it's just right down the street.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally,
It's literally
right
a
over
couple
there.
miles away. You get a job over at Freightliner, get a job in their shop,
Yeah.
get taken in there, and they'll train you probably.
And then you get
'cause diesel,
certified.
Yeah, dealers and just shops in general are always looking for diesel mechanics. They always, and if you're willing to go in there and learn, and you'll probably start off busting tires and, you know,
Cleaning up. and-
cleaning and doing general shit. And then they're gonna move you into somebody where the next leg up, you know, and like
Yeah.
start learning other stuff and whatever. And then typically things like Detroit, Caterpillar, you know, and Cummins and everything, they have actual training that they will even send you to go do, so you can learn all of the, and become certified. And
Yeah.
say Detroit's the biggest motor out there, pretty much. Freightliner is the biggest truck out there, like with the most trucks on the road. So
Yeah.
if you were to learn Freightliner in Detroit, get in bed with that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and start working those shops, you'd always have a job.
Yeah.
Someone said you can change out the NOx sensors yourself. You just have
You
to.
can. I'm not privy to it enough.
Well, I don't know what the sensor. It was an SCR NOx compens. Oh, what was it? Let me get my phone.
That was a communication error sensor or something like that. Glad you didn't fart in my face. But yeah, the sensors you can usually change out yourself, but I'm not privy enough to that stuff to, you know, the code was 4364 FMI 18. Yeah, you sent me the screenshot of it.
Yeah. Scoot back a little bit. Not give a toe shot again.
You didn't know we lived in Lubbock? Keep up on the times, man.
See, it was a SCR NOx conversion efficiency low. That's what it was.
Which it's essentially a sensor and
Yeah.
is wigging out. So they'll run it, see what happens. If it's a sensor that needs to be replaced, okay. You know. Over by the mall is a Cheesecake Factory. Oh my God. I ate at a Cheesecake Factory once, I think. And it's been probably 30 years ago. Obviously, I wasn't impressed. No, I hate going to chain restaurants usually. I like going to diners, cafes, mom and pop restaurants, little taco shops, all that kind of stuff. That's what I like. Little sushi joints.
Yeah.
And you love Chick-fil-A.
I hate Chick-fil-A, dude. Like having it that night in the hotel, it just reminded me of like, I just usually don't like fast food, you know.
We haven't had Whataburger yet. Dustin and Brent had it. They said it was okay.
It's I wouldn't go back.
I mean, just like we never had Culver's, and we had that right before we left Champaign.
I'm like, man,
That was
Like,
good.
it wasn't worth $50.
it's fast food.
That was better than Whataburger.
Was it?
Fuck yeah.
And it wasn't even that great. So that says a lot about Whataburger.
I had
Our burgers we
Whataburger.
made last night were fucking bomb.
I had Whataburger probably 15 years ago. I had Whataburger
Okay.
in Kingman, Arizona, before they closed it down. Where that Mexican restaurant we went to in Kingman. Remember that?
The what?
It was right off of I think, not Andy Devine.
What was it?
It was a Mexican restaurant that we went into. a
Oh
few
yeah,
times.
that one.
That
Yeah.
used to be a Whataburger.
Oh, the one right there in front of the what was that?
Like Petco and all that.
Petco and all that. Yeah.
What are you supposed Lola.
Somebody was saying to have the kids. Wow. Have your boys thought about going to Universal Technical Institute for their diesel program?
Oh, UTI. I don't know if there's a UTI here, but the
You're another truck picture?
what South Plains College, a community college here. They have all kinds of programs here too for, like Brent wants to go into welding. They have a welding program there at the community college, and I think they have a mechanics class there too. But I'm not totally sure, because they were talking about too, a lot of classes since COVID have been shut down, so, you know,
Who knows?
who knows what's going on right now. What are you doing? What's going on? Go get him. Get him. Lolo, bite his dick. Go, bite his dick. Do it.
How was our Easter? He worked.
Yeah, I was working.
Yeah.
They were just hanging out.
Yeah, we barbecued.
Like
Yeah, underwater welding, that is where the money is at. But yeah, I don't know if I mean, I was a welder when I was in the union, and I don't know if I could do that shit.
Get all claustrophobic.
Get all
down there in your-
claustrophobic, yeah.
In your deep sea suit while
Yeah.
you're welding.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard enough with
Because
that.
those dudes were the ones who wear like the big metal helmets.
Yeah, the big
And they're
spelunking
down there with
helmet.
like the heavy boots and everything that keep them on the bottom, and
Yeah, so you don't float
they
around.
got the
and shit.
airline going to them and everything, so they can sit down there for just hours and weld. Can you imagine? That'd be
I mean, it
weird.
was hard enough to weld when you know, could just move around freely. Just having that mask on sometimes was, obscured your view. I can't imagine trying.
I mean, I
do that
wonder what kind
underwater.
of hourly wage you get as an underwater welder.
Oh, like $85 an
I was
hour.
gonna say 80 to $100 an
Yeah.
hour or something like that. I mean,
It's great money.
but then too,
I wouldn't be able to do it now though because of my blood clots in my lungs.
Yeah,
I
could
can't.
you imagine?
I can't be a diver.
being down there and you have one little mishap though,
Oh yeah.
and you're just in your suit down there by yourself.
In your suit
and
full
you're
of
weighted,
oxygen.
and you're weighted down
Yeah, weighted down.
on the bottom of the sea floor.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I get out of here now?
Yeah. Well, and then too, you got all that oxygen flowing into your suit, and you're playing with sparks and fire and shit. And it's a good way to blow yourself up underwater.
I'm sure they got a lot of protocols,
And I'm sure they do.
a lot of regs.
I always thought it'd be cool just to learn how to do it. I don't know.
You only get paid $26 an hour,
To do underwater welding? No,
$54,000 a year.
no, that's fucking bullshit. That's just like $80 to $100 an hour. You got to go over into like off of Houston and and all that and the
Yeah, you
ports.
work out in the Gulf a lot.
Yeah,
That's
and
where all that shit's
union.
at.
You got to do that shit union. You make like $80 to $90 an hour.
Plus benefits, plus pension, plus.
Yeah.
And then too, I don't know if there's like how long are you allowed to stay down there before they got to bring you back up?
Yeah. Oh, we went to the HEB today. That was the first time. That was great. I could spend a lot of money on groceries there. You won't get sunburned down there? No flash burn. I did that. That sucks.
Yeah, definitely, Brent. If you got into welding and you got into that, he's so pasty white, anyways. Yeah, don't want no sun
Yeah.
on you, dude.
I could see you with a Ford F-150 and a welder to repair stuff out in the fields. I could do that. I could weld all day long, and that would be fun.
You just have your own fucking welder like pipeline
Yeah,
on the back of your truck.
yeah, on the back of the truck. Yeah, I did that when I had to go out and weld stuff out in the field. They put me out in the flatbed with
Well, and then
the welder.
like somebody's
generator.
saying, you get burned all the time and stuff too. That
Oh yeah,
like
I got
her
scars.
Clothes, yeah, your
and
clothes.
my neck is like all
So
like,
many of her, when she first moved in with me, all of her T-shirts had speckle holes all over them.
Yeah.
Because she wore the T-shirts, but then she wore the welder's coat.
over it. But
But
in the summer it
stuff
was
still-
too hot. I
yeah.
just would wear the leather sleeves.
Yeah, all your clothes are all holy and shit, though.
And all
What's up with
burnt
your
at the
shirts?
bottom.
Yeah, what's up with your shirts? You're like, oh, it's welding sparks and shit.
Like I'd wear those Wrangler long sleeve shirts that button.
Yeah.
They snap, the snap ones, the Wrangler ones, and they after a while at the bottoms would get all like frayed from the things, and then they would catch fire, and I'd be like, oh god, it's hot, I'd flip up my thing and I'd be on fire, and I'm like, no, and so like they'd have big U's in them from where they were caught on fire while I was welding. And I went through laces in my boots like crazy. I ended up having to buy some slip-on boots so that I quit burning up my laces.
It's like Emery King was always saying, I weld.
Weld me a sandwich,
Why don't
bitch.
you weld me up some meatloaf, bitch? That shit ruled.
Right? Have you been to Disney World? Nope, just Disneyland.
Nowadays,
I mean,
I ain't gonna have much to do with any Disney product anyways. Screw
well,
that.
yeah, well, not only that, our kids are too old for that shit. Maybe
Yeah.
when we get grandkids. I've got a family that lives west of Martha. Oh yeah, we drove right by there today. We're all in Lubbock. And yeah. I mean, it's really nice out here. I like it.
Yeah, we're like directly on the south side of town. Once you get over that southwest and out the west side, it's real
all
nice.
new out
It's
there.
all new, nice. big freeways. Yeah, the only stuff we saw in Lubbock before was like the east side and downtown where it was older and kind of beat up. So the impression of Lubbock was not
It was kind of like, eh.
real strong on us. We're like, Lubbock, really? What we've seen of Lubbock so far. But now that we've been out here on the west side of town and everything, it's all new and nice.
Yeah, it's like, it's a decent town.
Actually, it's really nice here.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we can keep the work rolling in, yeah, I could see
Yeah,
us.
as long as this work stays consistent and I can keep stacking checks and, you know, we just get settled in and get in our groove, this could be definitely a long-term option. It's actually pretty nice here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, when we drove by Six Flags in below St. Louis, they said they were opening up in April for the weekends, so that's a good sign too. But yeah, no, I like Lubbock, and you know, like if we wanted to pay a house payment for the price that we pay for rent, we'd have a mansion out here.
oh yeah, we're paying $2,200 in rent right now.
That's
We
like
had a
a
$2,200 mortgage.
that'd be like a
Dude,
$350,000 house.
It would be a mansion here.
Yeah. That'd be
I mean,
cool.
this place is plenty big, but
Yeah.
like we could easily. This place is about 2,500 square feet. We could easily add 1,000 feet to that
Yeah, to buy a house.
and have a little speck of land with it probably too for the kind of mortgage payment, you know, we
I
can
mean,
compare to rent.
The one of the main reasons we went with this house was not only for the space, because we still got one more kid we're trying to coax out here to come stay with us, but the program they had going, we didn't have to put a deposit.
Yeah.
And then we kept trying to get houses, but they kept renting them out so fast we couldn't get them, and this was the last.
Couldn't get them on the phone in time
Yeah.
to even try and make a bid on it.
Yeah, and so this was the last one left that was not a duplex in a shitty part of town or something.
So yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
And I think they were actually elated that we took it. They were like,
Oh, yeah.
they're like, sweet.
Yeah, when we walked in, you can tell it's been sitting for a while. Long enough that the neighbors were like, that house is vacant.
That's great too. I mean, as far as the dogs go, it's great to see Gordo out here. He's out here trolling constantly and running around the fence line and stuff, and he's just all woo, you know, sniffing and listening to other dogs bark and everything. They're finally getting a little dose of the thing that dogs should have.
Yeah.
Instead of being cooped up in an apartment.
Yeah, they get a little bit of freedom.
Yeah.
When it's like it's well, as long as the weather is nice too, I'm gonna keep that door cracked so they can just have fun.
Yeah.
And the house is so big anyways, though they got plenty of room to move. I wouldn't even be surprised if they got a little bit bigger, having more space, because they did after we got out of the truck too.
Yeah, they grew like almost doubled in size after we got off the road. Yeah, when you keep them in the truck all the time, they stay small.
Yeah, we're not in the Copper section right now, the Copper School District or whatever.
Huh?
We're in South Point, I think it's called. Taxes suck in Copper School District. Yeah, that's over there by the ATV where we were. That's the Copper School
Oh.
District. But yeah, we're in, I think it's South Point it's called.
Yeah, we're
It's-
south of 82nd Avenue,
Well, it
like
says,
where the 27 and the Beltway meet. We're south of that.
well, it's, when you Google our address, it says, you know, our address, and then it says South Point, comma, Lubbock, comma, Texas. So it's like our area is South Point.
Yeah.
I guess like Henderson, you know, Green Valley / Henderson, Nevada kind of thing or whatever, you know.
Summerlin,
Summerlin, yeah.
Centennial.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. When you write your address, it's just Vegas or Henderson, but, you know, I guess maybe it's the development area, like the Anthem and shit.
I don't know.
I don't either. What do they have there for job prospects? Not sure quite yet. I mean, I got contacted by Sleep Number for $17 an hour, so I don't know.
To go install and repair
Yeah,
sleep
install
number
and-
beds at people's houses.
Yeah, but they offer benefits, and after 90 days, they give you a Sleep Number bed. So
I mean, got a little bit of perks to it, I guess. Or the Tejano boots.
oh,
Like in
someone
Breaking
said.
Bad, how they all kick up in those tips.
Someone said, I live an hour north of Lubbock. We bought our place, 3-bed house, and well over 200 acres, and our payment is less than that.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Exactly.
Like I said, if financially, when we go to buy, and I wouldn't mind getting a little more out of town, having a little more space.
Yeah. Like maybe
I'm
towards
getting to the point,
Ropesville or Woolworth
even
or
though,
something.
even though we don't know, we're not gonna see our neighbors every
Yeah.
day. It really doesn't matter. But on the other hand,
It's
if I
nice
wanna
just
be
to not
in
have 'em.
town and the traffic and everything, I'd rather be a little bit more out of town when we finally do go to buy. If we can get a couple acres and have some good square footage, cool. And if we can keep up with the house payment that we're used to paying in rent, but we own it,
Yeah.
and we get a lot more house and a lot more space out of it, then yeah, absolutely. You know, why not? Someplace you can definitely kind of dig in and just do it, you know? Getting out of Illinois was a good thing. It was just,
Yeah.
we were never gonna move forward in Illinois and
No. Well, we didn't really want to stay there because there are all the taxes and the politics and all that crap.
yeah.
It's like a little mini California. What?
Tomorrow, after you guys are done with the cars, we go walk the mall.
You can go walk the mall whenever you want.
The mall?
Yeah. He wants to get some clothes.
Oh.
He doesn't
Go to
have anything.
Walmart.
Because all he came out here is what fit in a backpack. He said, "Fuck you,
Walmart-
Vegas. I'm out. Deuces, bitch. Drop the
Walmart
mic.
has Dickies and
Threw all
Wrangler
his
and all that
shit in a backpack."
Well,
And
I
that's
want like shirts and shit.
he wants the cool shirts. The pants that he'll do at Walmart, but he wants
Yeah.
the cool shirts.
Yeah, everything you get at Walmart if you're just looking for, you want to be a
Or the pants,
fashionista.
like those ones.
Oh yeah, he found a pair of pants there. He put them on. He's like, "Oh my god, these are so comfortable." So he's gonna go back to Walmart and get those. But the
They were only
t-shirts.
$21.
Well, it's like my Dickie camel pants.
Yeah.
Those are fucking great. You
Yeah.
know, they're $20 a pair. You know, it's just easy. Yeah, Dickies, Wranglers.
Yeah, exactly. Pee off the front porch and shoot ARs in the backyard. Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't. I mean, living in California, like if you could live on the coast, would be great.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with California.
Like as
As a
landscape
place,
wise.
I love living in California. Growing up there,
Yeah. on
I
the
grew up in Orange
beach.
County, down between San Diego and LA. I grew up at the beach, surfing all the time, all that kind of stuff. San Clemente was my place. I love San Clemente. If I could live there and afford it, if
Yeah.
it was affordable, I'd be there right now.
But it's
It'd be
not.
great.
A
But it's
little
not.
one bedroom is like $1 million bucks.
Yeah, it's $1 million for a condo. You know, it's like it's just not feasible. I don't know how people are doing it. Honestly, it's like how is that even feasible? But then too, when I lived up in the mountains, up in the Sierras and stuff, up Tahoe, I lived in Tahoe, Quincy, Redding, Sacramento,
Grass Valley. Well,
Grass Valley, Nevada City, all that stuff. Up in the Sierras, it was great. I loved it up there too. But
I grew up.
everything is so over the top
Yeah.
expensive. It's like it's just not feasible.
Yeah, I'm from Eureka, and it's beautiful there. It's
Yeah,
just,
Eureka's nice.
Mhm.
My buddy Don grew up in Weaverville. We used to go to Weaverville, west of Redding, and it was like great. You know, it was like you love being up there. It's a great place to be, but it's just so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
It's like why bother? I love it up there. Take a drive through, visit, whatever. But dealing with California, same as Illinois, same as places like New York. Why? It can be as beautiful all the way across each one of those places, but why would you subject yourself to such shortcomings dealing with
Yeah.
those states? It's like it's not worth it.
Yeah, if you could just like if every place cost the same and it was just all landscape, there are a lot of other places I would live other than Lubbock.
But then again, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
We're
Yeah,
sitting out here on the patio right now and just having a nice go of it.
but like if there were mountains with snow covered on them in the background, or you could hear the ocean from here, that'd be cool too. I'm just saying if everything cost the same and it was just
No,
all
like I said,
about
if I had
landscape.
one place to go where I would really love to be, it would be like San Clemente. I grew up there, loved it. I'd be out at the beach every day. I'd be going surfing and stuff. I'd still be living that life, but it's just not feasible. What's up, girl? What are you doing? Yeah.
She's getting mad. I'm all blowing her ear.
I used to work for a crap food service company and paid that much too. Yeah, and like I said, people that just have jobs, that want to live in California and stuff, it's like, it's not even
Yeah.
worth it. I mean, you're blowing your whole paycheck just to get
Like,
by.
I can see why like entire families live together in places, just so you can live in a nice area, like, by the beach or something, but it's like, why would you want to live with that many people just so you can afford it?
Do we have a Publix here? I don't think so.
I
Publix
haven't
is
seen
more
it.
in the south, like Florida and stuff like that. Over here, they got HEB is,
HEB, United Supermarkets,
and Walmart.
and Walmart. I haven't even seen a Target. Have you seen a Target?
Yeah, there's one right here.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, as soon as you go, it's over on University, right there at the Beltway.
Well, someone
there.
said bull wagons too.
Yeah, hauling livestock. There's a lot of agricultural haulers out here.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. If
Milk is
if,
big out here.
Yeah, if the milk doesn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, we're
there's
just
a lot of
trying it
things.
out.
Yeah.
I'll give it time. I'll give it the
The old-
college try. To haul milk, and if we make money and everything's consistent and it's good, cool. If not, change it up.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of being an owner operator. You're not locked into a job. Take your truck, put it somewhere else, and try that.
I mean, it seems so far that it's not gonna be a bad thing. I mean, maybe if the lanes change or something, that might end up sucking.
Yeah, because I know, and too, like I said, the rate is a little lower than I would want, but
But our
Yeah.
overhead is low, so it makes up for it.
put one in one hand and pile of shit in the other and see which one weighs more.
Well, you
what I mean?
figure,
It's like-
it's like with our truck payment being so low every month, you don't have to make as much a mile in order to bring home the same amount. When we were paying $3,000 a month for a truck, we'd have to make more a mile just to be able to bring home the same amount. So
Yeah,
it's like,
the overhead is so low, I can do it. So, it's all good.
in the hood.
All good in the hood. Should we get to cooking?
I guess so. You want to heat the grill back up?
No.
You want to take that chicken out of the water and dry it off or whatever and put some seasoning and shit or whatever you're going to do to it?
I'm running out of pearls. I got one left.
Oh, and then you're going to have to drink Coors. Well, you got one more Lone
I
Star.
got one more Lone Star in there too.
Yeah, yum.
She was not a fan of Lone Star.
No. Now we got a lot of people hanging in.
I know. It's more we had in the live feed in a while.
Yeah,
Dang.
I know. We suck. We haven't put in much videos.
I'll try and change that. I did shoot some video over the weekend, but not much. But I will try to. I'll try to make a video every day at work. How's about that? Every day at work, put out a video.
Even if it's just the same old blah.
Same old blah.
We got the grill master over here getting the grill all hot.
I'm getting all going again.
It's all clean now. He just has to heat it back up. You want to see Selena do some twerking? I don't see $100 on my screen yet.
You guys should do an SNL with Saturday Night Live, like a weekly live feed on Saturday nights,
Like just
like
trucking.
Just Trucking does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure too, marking it as SNL
Yeah.
probably
Help.
helps.
Yeah. It's a Texas thing now. What, do they live in Texas too?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
is that all of what? All of what? What are you talking about?
Yeah. That dude annoys me. Who?
Oh, Just Trucking?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. To each their own.
I watch his stuff here and there, but I don't keep up too much. And then Trucking with Schmidt, I've been watching him.
Oh, for a twerk? Is that all for a twerk? Yeah, $100. Get you a twerk.
What are you, a prostitute? Selling your twerks for cash?
I ain't giving them away for free. Fuck. I mean, you could say just going to work every day makes you a prostitute. You're working for money.
You're working in the slave trade of just doing your job. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I truck him, Schmidt. I like him.
Yeah.
He's a down to earth kind of guy, good dad, good family guy, all that stuff, you know. And he makes decent videos. He edits
Charlie.
and stuff.
Shake your money maker. I love that T-bar.
I want to talk about your T-bar. Opie, his dog.
Yeah.
And what his daughter is Tater Tot. I mean, it's just cool. Yeah, he's just a good family guy too. He digs his.
I want to talk about your keyboard. Yeah, my kid doesn't want to see me twerk, so. Although he was twerking for everybody last time.
Yeah, right? Hey, don't judge, dude. You're straight trying to get me out of the chair to twerk. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you straight poured out Jeremy last time.
Hey, we paid $75.
Yeah, we did.
Thoughts on
I'm
RVT?
sad. I
So
don't
Red
get it.
Viking trucker.
Who's that guy? Where's he at?
RVT?
Yeah.
I haven't watched RVT in quite some time. I mean, it's just what interests you and what doesn't, you know. I mean, he's got his own gig and he's doing his thing and he's
I'm sad I don't get any.
coaching
just
people last time I saw and all that kind of stuff. I mean, whatever works for you,
Yeah.
you know. If anybody ever wanted to ask me for advice
Yeah, I'm not
on
gonna
how to become
charge
an
you.
owner op and
I'm not gonna
whatever,
charge
I'm not going
$100
to
an
charge
hour.
you for a session or something like
Yeah.
that. Anybody wants to know anything, you can ask right here and I'll tell you straight up. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's like when we, you know, there's so many times we wanted information. It's like everybody was so tight-lipped about everything.
yeah, well, pay me $100 per session.
Well, it's like,
I'll
you know,
tell
like
ya.
simple things, like, you know, you watch people's channels and they, you know, they have, like some sunglasses or some shit that they're, you know, advertising for some, you know, it's like, all we wanted to know was like, how do you get a hold of these people? She tried to get up on the ledge.
What's up in your lap?
Yeah. You know, and it's like, or you know, it's like when these
She
people
made it up
contact
there.
us, you know, like, you know, when we did the Rand McNally headphones and all that, it's like, well, how much should we tell them, you know, that we charge to put out a video, or if they want to put an ad in the front of our video, you know, how much do we charge for that? It's like, nobody wants to give out any fucking information unless you pay them, and it's like, dude, be a good neighbor, dude. Just help people out. It's not like you're gonna lose business because somebody else does it.
Oh my god.
How did I save the T-bar audio for 5 years? It's right there in my
It's on his
music.
SD card.
It's on my SD card. I have all your stuff, dude.
Yeah,
I saved it.
yeah. Although
You're one of our OGs, man.
I think that there was a picture that somebody should have deleted.
Which obviously he didn't. Yeah, Big C has an actual picture of my wife's ass. Whoops. My bad. Whoops a daisy.
Right?
Can't believe Lolo tried to jump on that ledge. She made it up too, but then she lost her balance.
Yeah.
Do you think the higher cents per mile of 65 cents is due to hyperinflation or drivers collecting unemployment? I mean, it's what the
more.
market. It's what the market will bear.
Well,
If you can't get a hold of drivers, you got to keep raising the wages to attract them to do the work. If people don't want to do the work because it sucks, then you
Well-
got to keep raising wages to draw them into
well,
it.
you can't pay people like 35 cents a mile and think that that's a good cost of living wage.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause
you can
think
work
of
at
it-
McDonald's for that and
when
be
I-
home every fucking day.
When I first started over the road work back in '98, I made 23 cents a mile. Now you're talking about people are getting 60 and 70 cents a mile 20 years later, 20 plus years later. When I used to make 23 cents a mile, I was like, 23 cents, okay, man, I gotta go work a lot of miles, you know, just make that money. But was it worth it?
Yeah, like back in the
Sucked.
80s, you know, when you made your wage, you know, it was a good wage. You made a lot of freaking money, but the problem is over the last 40 years, the wages haven't grown, but the cost of living has.
Cost of living keeps going up, but wages have
Yeah,
really
you-
stagnated in a lot of ways. And then they keep, while they may sit there and offer you a sign-on bonus, or well, they offer you a sign-on bonus. You brought me out you just brought me out the last can. He's like, here you go, dude.
Do you think
But-
it's better to offer a percentage of the load or the cents per mile?
Depends on the contract.
And honestly, it depends on what the person's looking for.
You like that, Jeremy?
I mean, percentage of load can pay really well when you get multiple loads a day and they pay X
But-
amount and blah,
But
blah,
then,
blah.
but then maybe not. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things, you know. It's like when we were working at Travel Loco, it was like, oh yeah, you get 90 or 80% of the line haul,
Yeah,
or
85%.
85%. But when the load's only going for fucking 100 or $1.40 a mile, 80% or 85% ain't a lot. When you can get 65% of $6 an hour, that's a whole, or $6 a mile, that's a whole lot more.
It all comes down to what works for you.
Yeah.
Like I did a video too about MGTOW,
Yeah.
and if you're just a single dude, no kids, you got nothing holding you up, go work a job. If it's on the road, you can live in the truck, you don't have to have any overhead. And if you went and worked that for 5 or 10 years, you're literally in a position where you could retire
Yeah.
if you save your money. And really, you can try to go out and make all the money in the world, but if you don't save it properly and you don't make the right moves with it and invest it and stay out of debt, because I saw so many dudes too, as soon as they started making money, I'm gonna go buy me a pickup.
Yeah.
You know, then you got this pickup parked somewhere that you never drive
Yeah.
because you're always on the road working.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
It's like you're just sitting there, but you're paying $700 a month for this pickup. And so it's just stupid. You know, don't take your money, put it away, stuff it in a mutual fund, a Roth IRA, S&P
save
500.
it up, buy a
stocks,
some
all that
rentals,
shit.
something that makes
Go
you
buy
money.
properties with it or something like that and just live in your truck. Take the hit now so you don't have to struggle later.
Yeah.
And so many people just, like when I used to teach at trucking school, and I had people that were in school going, as soon as I start making all this fat money in trucking, I'm gonna go give me an apartment downtown, some super expensive apartment, so when I have time off, I can be pimping, you know, like be balling, having my sweet place and everything. Why would you do that? You're gonna be on the road 4 weeks out of the, you know, and you take just days off here and there and shit, so you can come home to some place that has sat in literal just
Yeah.
dust balls or whatever. You come home, sit on the couch for a few days, then you got to go back out on the road. Why are you paying for all that? Trucking allows you.
I'm a baller, bitch.
Yeah, baller, whoop,
Make a
whoop.
brain.
And that, it's like, why would you do that? Now, if you have a local job and you go home every day, yes, get yourself a place. You know,
Yeah, you got a family.
you got a family,
They
whatever.
utilize your place, your vehicle. Okay, that's different. But if
You're out providing for your family, providing for whatever. But if you're a single person, you can be a chick too. This is the thing, men and women. You can go be a over-the-road truck driver, live in your truck, stay in hotels when you take time off. Fine,
I quit school because of recess.
but you know. And I only say this because I made the same mistakes. I learned because I went and did it, and I had overhead that I didn't need, and was stupid. And if I could go back to 1997 when I got my CDL and I struck out on the road for the first time, I should have been without a place, without a car, without anything, live in the truck and just be that, you know, just bank your money. Because after, like, say you did that for 5 years, in 5 years, you're buying rental properties, you're investing money in places. You could go pay cash for a truck and be an owner op and make even more money or whatever. But even if you just had a job that had benefits and all that kind of stuff, and you're making $60,000 a year, you could be banking most of that money.
Yeah.
And it's like, imagine after 5 years and you got $250,000 saved up, you could go do so much with that money, and then you don't have to be a truck driver anymore.
Well, then-
you could go buy into stuff and have passive income and
Well, just
be
think-
well off.
If you're older, you know, and it's like you've had all those years that you've basically, wasted, and now you know better. It's like when you think back on all that time when you thought you needed all that shit, it's like you think back, it's like, I really didn't need all that shit. I mean, really, you know,
No,
and it's
you
hard to
don't.
drill that into the people who haven't wasted half their life on buying a bunch of bullshit and having more stuff than
No,
they
and-
actually need.
So you could look at it, two ends of the spectrum right now. If you give it like 5 years, if you were a over-the-road truck driver, say you're a young dude, or you could be an older dude, like say you're 50 years old, you're divorced, and you got nothing. If you
Put
spent the next
brats on
5 or
there,
10
take a
years of
minute.
just banking your paychecks
The brats, those will
and,
take a
and
long
living
time.
minimally, not having a place on and stuff, you just live on the road and do all that shit. It really doesn't matter where you're at in life. Cut your overhead, you know. If you're a young dude, you just got a jump start. If you're an older guy like me, say you just got divorced and basically you're homeless and your kids are living with the ex-wife, you go out on the road, you just make your money and have no overhead. Either way, within 5 years, it sucks to think about 5 years, I know. But if you have 5 years of no overhead and just bank your money outside of just whatever bills you got left, zero debt, and just bank your money. 5 years, no matter who you are, if you put yourself in that situation, you will.
He who dies with the most toys wins. Yeah.
Yeah, the guys are going out and buying these 4-wheelers and oh, I'm going to buy me a new pickup. I'm going to do this, do that, whatever. No, save your money.
It's like
If
I
you
get
take
it.
downtime, you can take the downtime any way you want and go rent a car if you need to for a few days. But then you turn it back in and you have no car payment. Don't have a place, just get hotel rooms, you know, and go and rent a hotel room for a few days out of the month. And then you have no rent after that. You're just back in the truck, making money, just stacking your paychecks and just do that.
Well, it's like, you know, people get all caught up and you're like, oh man, you're saying I can't ever have anything? No, just take a few years and save your money and make some investments. And then, you know, you can have all that stuff, but you know, you won't be strapped and going
Well,
without and everything. You
Really
know?
what you're in the position to do with being a truck driver and living out of your truck on the road is building passive income. You can go acquire rental properties, you know, apartments, even houses, single family houses and stuff. You can go acquire these places and they pay you back is the thing. You can build passive income over time, especially with apartments and stuff. If you go out and you acquire a duplex, fourplex, whatever, you acquire those, a couple years later, you acquire more. You know, it's just like a building thing. And then you have money coming into you every month is paying you in rent. And you can build this passive income and invest it, reinvest it, and all this kind of stuff. So if you just put some time in on the road while you're making a paycheck and building your money, you can take that money, invest it in stuff that pays you, and then you can get off the road and have a life.
And buy the things you want because you got all this excess money, so that when you do go buy a nice pickup or a nice house, you're not strapped constantly. You know, you actually can afford
But
it.
don't get caught up in the thing that you went from working at some shitty job making nothing. If you take on trucking and you live in the truck and you're single or you have some financial responsibilities but you cut your overhead, you'll be leaps and bounds above where other people are at in just a few years.
Just Trucking is looking for a driver for that Volvo, have 5 years of experience, but he only has 2. And the age limit is 30 to 50. He said send him 15-minute video on why he should hire you.
Is that legit?
I'm sure.
Rick, is that actually a legit thing? 5 years experience? Yeah,
Maybe
he's
it's for
only-
his
and he's-
insurance.
And he's only been driving a couple of years,
Yeah.
yeah, that's.
Maybe it's for his insurance, so he can afford the insurance on it.
No, I pass, thanks. I mean, I fulfill all those requirements, but
Right? I do too. Yeah,
No.
insurance, yeah.
yeah, well, that just
Oh, it's
shows,
just live from a couple weeks ago, yeah.
that just shows if he needs 5 years experience, for him to get a driver with 2 years experience, his insurance premiums must have been so astronomical.
Well, he says it's not the insurance. I don't know, maybe he just wants to make sure shit's taken care of.
Maybe.
Not somebody who just watches the channel. I'm like, oh, I wanna drive for Just Trucking.
Yeah.
I wanna say that I work for
I just
him.
graduated from trucking school, I want to drive for you. No. You gotta have at least a year or two of over-the-road experience, so you're already in the game. Usually insurance requirements for owner ops like that
or a couple of
He's
years.
a
Of it.
minimum of 2 years experience. So, where we're at is 1 year? 1 or 2 years? I think it's 1 year,
1 year, yeah.
just like Landstar.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good driver after 2 years because he's special. Yeah.
No, don't get us wrong. We're not ripping.
Yeah, they
on
just
him.
want to
I'm
meet his
not-
wife. Yeah.
I'm not ripping on whatever he's doing. I mean, he's obviously built up in a couple of years things that most people don't. So you got to consider that. You know, I mean, he's doing good for himself. He got that new W9 and
I mean, yeah, good
whatever.
for him.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
We're all out here. At the end of the day, we're all squirrels trying to get a nut, and that's really all it comes down to. Go find the biggest nut you can, just like Dustin does. He goes out on the weekends to gay bars and tries to get loaded up with the biggest nut he can.
Fuck you. Why are you telling them your secrets?
Yeah, but then he doesn't say that, you know, that he's got Brent pushing him out of the way. Me first, me first.
Yeah, right.
Pop my zits, pop my zits.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Brent, he's been hiding in his room like a freaking ogre for so long playing video games at the apartment during all this COVID stuff that he gained so much weight that his clothes don't
His
fit.
pants don't show.
He literally had to wear sweats all the way down here because his fucking clothes don't fit no more.
Oh, shit.
He should be a truck driver for sure.
And Brent with a cowboy mullet, and he could be wearing a headset, and be wearing boots, and his big refillable soda cup. But I only drive Texas. I'm a hardcore trucker. I'm a super trucker. What is it? What is it? What is it?
It was American Airlines.
Oh. Do they want me to come be a pilot for that?
Yeah, you've been driving for 22 years. That qualifies you to be a
Qualifies you to be an
pilot.
American Airlines pilot. Come on over, bro.
Right? Drinking and cooking video. We got the barbecue going now.
What'd you put on there? The sausages?
Yeah, he put on the brats because those are going to take the most. You got to do the chicken up.
That's gonna take long.
They won't take as long as those brats. Those brats will take a lot longer than that chicken.
Nah,
No.
they're already thawed out.
Anyways, you wanted the barbecue going. Let's get the chicken going.
I'll go get the chicken.
I'm not a
Season it up.
barbecuer, so I don't know.
Yeah, I just season it while it's on the grill.
Oh,
okay.
Vegas is the number one place to fly right now. Yeah, I mean, we went to Vegas and back. We had round trip tickets from Chicago to Vegas, and for the two of us total, it was like $167. And then when Dustin, he decided to come out, it cost $35 for him to fly one way. You all know that Jeremy loves that meat slapping across his grill, right? Yeah, did you get invited to the barbecue? Which one? When where I slap my meat on your grill?
Mhm.
Yeah, the dogs have been getting some thorns in their feet lately. Not too many, but
Brett got a thorn in his foot last night.
yeah, Brent got a thorn in his foot too. When you start hiring drivers, they will come and go. That's how it goes. Yep. Yeah, Jeremy's home every day. He loses the per diem write-off, but he's not spending all that money living out on the road either. You know, it's like, how much money do you spend at, truck stops every day just to eat, park and shower and everything else? It's like, I know you get showers from filling up and all that, but, if you stop at one that, that you didn't have all your showers built up, that's $15, and, it's like, food there just for one person is like $15, and it's like, yeah, you get the write-off for the per diem, but you spent the money. So it's like, it's like, what do you want? You want the per diem, or you want to be home? I'd rather be home, honestly. I mean, it's really, when you add it up at the end of the day, it's all pretty much same. It all just depends on how big you like to see your numbers, you know? It's like, I don't know. I mean, apart from us running team on these really good contracts, we make the same amount of money to do what we do now as we did when we were out. And we get to be home. We're not sitting in a truck stop for 3 days waiting trying to find a load, then got a deadhead, then got to fight with about it, and then you get to the other end and you got to sit and wait, and you know it takes forever to get loaded or unloaded, and then you're sitting in a truck stop again for days waiting on it, trying to find a good load. I don't know. And then you're just not making any money. You're still spending money to live out there, but you get the write-off for the per diem. It's not like they just give you the money, you know. It's like, I don't know. That's my opinion. Oh.
Tristan. Nice.
And it's on low.
Oh, driver Jamie, you remember him from the Joplin Taco Bell?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fucking do up like a motherfucker.
Well, thank you, Sandy. Show us the grill. Oh, okay. There. There we go. Our nice brand new grill. Oh, you fag. He's all shooting me with the water.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's all over it.
Oil.
Oh. Super grilling man. Do I still drive? Well, no, not right now. I mean, I was up until we moved. You know, I went on the last trip in Illinois. I mean, you never know. I'm keeping my CDL because you never know what the future holds. We thought at one point when I got the job at the post office I was never going to drive again, and then, you know, a few months later there I was driving, so you never know. Yeah, we got those shish kebabs we need to put on there too. Probably put them on the top shelf.
Yeah, dang, you guys have been out here for this long and you're still not done?
No, we're not. We're talking and chatting and.
We heated up the grill,
Hey, Des,
cleaned it.
get the shish kebabs. Yes. Yeah, that's a big grill. Yeah. Well, there's 4 of us. We got to feed that guy and that big old guy over there. So.
Oh, you calling him fat?
Yeah.
No, you're fat.
Yeah, we moved down here for work.
Okay, Mr. Plywood.
What? You don't like my ass?
Yeah, I'd say if you can
What ass?
stack them across the top. Oh, here.
You want me to hold it with my third hand?
Yeah. And we got the shish kebabs. The grill is so big it makes Jimmy's sausage look small.
Yeah.
Here, I gotta go.
Gotta go do a thing.
I gotta go do a thing about a thing.
Yeah, those are looking tasty. You can put them all together, save space. Ain't gonna matter. Was that one family guy? He's like, all right, now take that one and turn it. All right, that one right there, pick it up and then put it back down. Yeah, that's grilling.
Up the heat a little bit, or just keep
No,
on
it's
that?
medium. Never wanna go too hot.
Especially with the chicken.
Yep, there's always a thing to people to get in too much of a rush. It's nice thing too, it's got this temperature gauge on it. See where it's kind of sitting. Typically, if it's sitting around 350, 400 on a grill, it's good.
Well, on low it gets up like above 400.
Do we still have our own truck? Yes, we do. Truck's in the shop tonight, though. It's going to be in the shop for the next today, tomorrow, maybe. So. That's hot.
Don't show my triplets.
You having a boy or a girl? Burrito. Yep, just a nice Texas night, right?
Yeah.
Living in Texas, how you feel?
Good.
Liking it?
Yeah.
It's all right?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Trying to go back to Vegas?
No.
Want to go back to Illinois?
No.
You're over it?
Yeah. Want to listen to music while barbecue.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we have the speakers playing out here on the patio, but we can't play no music because we'll get copyright claims and stuff.
Yeah.
Even if we just have music in the background, we'll get copyrighted. So all this will either get demonetized or even canceled. They'll actually even take the video down if we play music, which is lame. So, am I losing hair?
No, just like to touch. That is a really bad angle.
I do. I do need a haircut though.
Yeah, I'll give you one tomorrow.
And this beard is almost kind of filled out. I could keep it, I guess.
I told him to keep it this length, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing this
Because I already had the goatee grown out, and I let this start coming in. So
How's the weather here? Good.
that's hot.
Yeah, you do his beard first.
Yeah.
And then if I like it, you can touch mine.
I let him take care of his own beard, actually. Here, help me pick this up a little bit. Get the hell
Just
up.
gotta move it out a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
Then I gotta fucking move my chair.
Oh, man. Wham. Call the ambulance.
Go turn those sausages again.
Come
Oh, do you want
on.
to see my ass?
Yeah.
I'm
you-
just saying.
Did you flip it?
It's been a few minutes. Keep those sausages rolling so they
Did
don't,
you
so they don't
flip it,
burn.
or is it still showing your face?
No, it's showing you.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. I didn't know.
Showing you. You could probably flip those chickens too. And the shish kebabs, they just got the shrimp and the veggies, so as soon as the shrimps turn pink, you know they're cooking. Are they sticking?
Yeah.
That's why I put the oil on 'em.
They'll be alright. Alright, once you.
Yeah, once they sear a little bit, the chickens are alright.
Yummy.
Texas,
Hell yeah.
America.
Yeah, we need to try doing the like the
Smells good.
bacon wrapped chicken and doing some other stuff that I saw at the HEB, their pre-made barbecue.
Oh, with the
foods.
jalapenos and
The
everything.
jalapenos.
Well, I got those jalapeno peppers, and that's what I was gonna do is grill them.
Oh yeah, but we don't have no cream cheese or nothing. We got the bacon.
No, I just meant to grill them.
Oh. Yeah, we still got a bunch of veggies to grill up another night, and some more chicken and
There we got
hamburgers.
the squash and cukes. No, I got zucchinis and
Zucchinis.
squash,
Yeah. We
and
got those peppers. We still have some more
got
of those.
peppers, jalapenos. I got to grill up.
Some more of those red and yellow sweet peppers you bought. We got dogs and burgers we can still make and chicken.
Later, Charlie. Thanks for checking in, man.
They're burning.
Napoleon, what's up?
I soaked them.
What?
The sticks. The
Oh, yeah, they'll probably
Just
scorch a little
broke
bit.
off.
oh well.
Had to get some metal ones.
Yeah, if we make shish kebabs often, we can get some metal ones.
Like I said,
I don't mind making them.
yeah. I'm just saying, like,
They're nice to eat.
shish kebabs are work, man. It's like I could do the same thing, just throw that shit down and
On
cook
some
it,
tinfoil.
cook it the same way as a shish kebab. What's the importance of a shish kebab?
Ah.
It's like I said, like ordering crab legs. So I'm paying a shit ton of money for crab, but I got to sit here and
You
break it
do
out
all
of
the
these
work.
crab legs and everything. It's like, what the hell?
I don't know.
And
I
people are
don't,
sitting there sucking the meat out of those things. Like, oh, this is the best thing ever. No, it ain't. Why don't you just bring me a big pile of crab meat with butter? How's about that?
yeah.
Like, why do I got to sit here and break these stupid legs?
Then it would cost more.
Says who? You're already paying out the ass for it anyways. And crab legs ain't that expensive. I'm calling bullshit.
So that's the guy who's doing the most deadliest job in the world. Isn't being a crabber?
Deep sea fishermen, miners, truck drivers. There's more people killed in trucking every year
But there's more
than
people
anybody
doing
else.
it.
But there's more people doing it. So the per capita
It's
ratio of being a deep sea fisherman or a miner, coal miner,
less.
is actually more dangerous because
Yeah, there's less
you have
people
more of
doing
a
it.
chance of getting killed, but less people get killed doing it. So
When there's less people doing it, so it's like
yeah,
potato,
there's
potato.
like 2-3 million truck drivers, and the most truck drivers get killed every year, and it is rated as the most dangerous job now.
Right.
So for depending on what perspective you want to take on it, but that's pretty
probably
much
because
what
they
it is.
put 3 trainees in a CR England truck.
Yeah, right.
and no trainer.
Yeah. 3 England drivers just got killed or something like that. Yeah. Why'd that happen?
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder.
Well, yeah, because it's like when I was in trucking school, it's like there was a thing where you would go out and you wouldn't have a trainer. It would just be 2 newbies out there helping each other out, figuring it out. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. You need somebody out
Really?
there. Yeah.
They didn't have a teacher along with you
Well, yeah.
while you
they-
were in school?
No, when I was in school, yeah, but they
Oh,
were
that's
saying
required.
like to get hired on at a place, they were doing a thing where it was just 2 newbies.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
like
truck.
CRST and England,
Yeah,
maybe
you-
Swift. Yeah, they put 2 new guys so they could just help each other instead of having a trainer. And it was like,
Yeah.
dude, that is such a recipe for disaster. I don't even,
Yeah,
it's like,
and you wonder why.
why accidents with,
Well, and like Swift drivers driving down the road with a telephone pole hanging off the truck, and you know it's like
they don't even know.
they don't even know.
They don't even
And-
realize
And
it.
where a CSRT truck is fucking out on a fucking
Pier.
A pier.
On Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
My GPS said to go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're on a pier, dude, driving to Japan.
Yeah, it's like, would you drive on that in your car? No. Then why the fuck would you take it on a semi?
It's like, Jesus, criminy people. God, that smells good though, don't it?
It does.
It is really smelling good.
It's the chicken on the other side, whatever side didn't have seasoning, you need to put seasoning on it.
I did.
Oh, you
Besides the back too, because I can't get to that.
We'll pick them up and put them in the front.
didn't? Yeah, just switch them around.
That's the beautiful thing about a grill and tongs, dude. You can do whatever you want. Kind of like living in China. You can do whatever you want.
You know what we need to get next is a brisket.
Yeah, I got to do a Texas
Texas brisket rub.
Texas brisket, all black pepper.
Yeah.
That's a typical Texas brisket. Is all black pepper pounded in that bastard.
When they also sell them already seasoned up, if you want. You just gotta cook it. It's already seasoned though.
Yeah.
I
But
like.
you gotta do it yourself. That's what
Yeah.
the beauty
No,
of
I
it
was
is,
just, I
man.
was just gonna say I like though figuring it out, like the Cafe Rio or Costa Vida, depending on where you're at. You know, it's like I went online and I figured that out, and I make it better than the restaurant.
You did.
I did.
It was really good.
Yeah, I even made that house tomatillo ranch and all that, and our own fresca, and
Stuff is bomb.
it was really good. And then we got the cast iron skillet too, so we can cook some stuff
Cook
on
stuff
there
right
like
there.
that. And like even if you wanted to get a Dutch oven, maybe.
I'll give you a Dutch oven.
I'll give you a Dutch rudder.
That too will work. Alright, let's take a look at these bastards. Oh, god damn it.
Broth's almost done.
I doubt it. Just because they're getting burnt don't mean they're done. You gotta check them inside.
The chicken's smelling pretty good. They're
Yeah.
still raw though.
Yeah.
If you want to take those shish kebabs, you can put them up on top and move a couple of those other ones down below.
That's what I was doing. Those are still.
Yeah.
It's kind of thing with bratwurst and shit. You can let them go for a while. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you turn that heat down a little bit lower maybe. Then
It's-
quit burning. cookie look.
Barely off the low.
I'm just saying.
I'll keep this side a little bit hotter. For the,
I mean, until you figure out the heat range on that grill, you know?
yeah,
Like, what else are we doing all night?
getting drunk.
Right? So let's get cake at a fucking hour and cook. Let's cook an hour and cook.
Come on, bitch.
Bet our neighbors are loving us right now. There's like, oh man, they.
You fucking. That's alright, you get to walk the hall with me tomorrow. You motherfucker. It's alright, you get to walk the mall with me tomorrow.
Are you gonna buy me anything?
Sure.
Alright.
Some Chick-fil-A. Because they got a Chick-fil-A in there.
That's right, I have a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I really want to start trying to eat keto, or like mostly keto.
We said you want to exercise so we could walk around the mall and get our exercise.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay? Motherfucker.
You got my glasses wet, man. Hard to
You got spots on your glasses?
Yeah.
What's up, Paul? Smelling all the food? Huh? You want some? Huh? You want some food?
How the hell does it get inside the glasses?
He's waiting.
Does it always do that to you? Like,
Come on, man, just drop something to me.
It out, it's like it gets inside, not out.
Inside your glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like. Oh,
He got you.
straight scored me in the back of the neck. What a dick.
Sure. I'm not drunk enough yet. Give me another one.
One in Rome. Grab me that Lone Star. What?
Break it out.
Bust him out. Let's get Texas drunk.
Get a white girl drunk. I need to get me this cooler like you got.
Oh, thanks, sir. Lone Star. I already drank my sixer of Pearl. So I gotta go over to Lone Star now. He's looking pretty good.
Precision collision repair and finishing.
Let those sit. So what does everybody want? Should we hang in for the end of barbecuing? Or should we cut it off now?
I think we should cut it off so we can listen to some music and enjoy our night. We've been on with everyone for 2 hours. We enjoy your company,
Oh,
but
hell,
you
it's
know.
already been 2 hours.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Yeah, it's been real and it's been fun, but we gotta go.
I'm getting lit. All this is some goddamn outlaw country,
Right?
goddammit.
Yeah, hell yeah. When I'm sing at the top of my lungs badly.
I'll sit here and go, my little Texas
I
tornado.
lost my dog and my girl, and I played it backwards, and they all came back. Right? Shut the fuck up.
Oh, God.
You guys.
Fucking rookie.
All right, so barbecue.
Yeah,
We got some
remember
Texas
barbecue?
bears. We're hanging out. Lubbock.
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and keep it between the ditches, bitches.
Keep it with the bitches,
Keep
the
it between the
bitches.
ditches, bitches. And make sure you check out Teespring. Link is in the bottom. Check out
Are you
some of our
buzzed?
t-shirts. Maybe.
Off of 4 beers.
It's
Getting-
all them
you
blood
getting-
clots to the brain,
getting-
man.
you
My
getting-
my,
you getting-
my speech is not like it
You
used to
getting,
be.
you getting white girl wasted?
No, I can't talk. Ever since I've been getting all my blood clots, I can't talk the same way.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
New
It's
shirts
not the
coming?
it's not the cores, I swear.
New shirts coming, maybe?
Yeah. We got some new shirts
Yeah, we
coming.
gotta start working on some new swag. Get this whole thing going again.
Yeah, we want to get going on opening up like a t-shirt store.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like,
Make our own swag.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, we do make our own swag, but like have boxes and boxes of it out in the garage that we mail out ourselves. We don't deal with Teespring.
Yeah.
Maybe get our own t-shirt press machine or something.
Screen printer machine.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, so say goodnight. I guess we'll cut it off on this, and we're
Yeah.
finished barbecuing. We're gonna eat and get on with it.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Night out.
Fucking finally.